parties. I've been to Diddy's birthday parties.
Speaking of hiding, Chrisean has come out from hiding and she's asking fans for prayer.
Jason, Lee, and Chrisean recently stirred up buzz after revealing shocking details about Diddy's parties. Both had been to these wild events multiple times. Jason even claimed that Diddy once threatened him because he witnessed something he shouldn't have. Chrisean didn't speak much about her own experiences, but rumors say Young Miami and Baddies CEO Lemuel Plummer introduced her to Diddy for those same parties. Allegedly, she did some outrageous things there, and Diddy started paying her twice what she earned on Baddies. According to Jason, he's been getting information from people close to Diddy and his circle. He says Diddy is now trying to shift the blame onto his sons, Christian and Justin. Jason insists the situation is much deeper than most realize. If you know Jason Lee, you know he's never short on gossip about Hollywood's biggest stars, and isn't afraid to share it, even if it means taking on powerful figures. He's been calling out Diddy for a long time and shows no signs of letting up. He was also one of the first to speak on Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy. At first, he hesitated because he saw Diddy as a friend and didn't want to add to bringing down another black man. But after reading the details of the case, his opinion completely changed. That was only the start. Jason kept speaking out, especially in an interview with Cam Newton, where he made even more bold claims. For those unaware, Jason and Diddy weren't just acquaintances, they also worked together. Jason hosted a show on Revolt TV, which gave him a closer view of what was going on. While he says they didn't have a personal friendship, he did attend several of those well-known parties.
Seen Diddy have to hire extra security, almost the military, to stop people from wanting to scale the wall to get in his house, because on the other side of that wall is Beyonce, Jay-Z, and every big star you want to know. He was there too, but I don't know if he was busting open. I'm just saying. Because they said that too about the good bitch.
Jason also shared that Diddy's parties were far from ordinary celebrity get-togethers. They drew some of the biggest stars in the business, like Beyonce and Jay-Z. These weren't relaxed hangouts either. Diddy went to extreme lengths to keep them private. According to Jason, he brought in security teams with training on par with military forces to maintain control. Their main task was to stop anyone from sneaking in and to ensure no one inside took photos or leaked information. That intense level of secrecy only fueled the curiosity about what really happened behind those closed doors.
Musically, he's inspired the world for years. As a human being, he's had lots of conflict. You had Tupac's death, Biggie's death, all the drama. We had J-Lo, Shine went to prison. Maybe he shouldn't have went to prison. There's always been these stories about Diddy being evil. I've heard he was the devil. I heard he was evil. He even wants me, but I don't know if it was the De Leon or Ciroc or if it just felt itself, but I was taking a picture in his house and he walked over and he said, "Don't you ever try me. I'm letting you know right now I'm a different type." I said, "Do you want to get in the picture or not? Because I'm drunk, you drunk, and I ain't about to do this with you." Yeah, he got in the picture, took the picture, he said, "What you made? If you don't get your crazy Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde out of here." But
Jason also spoke about how Diddy used fear and control to keep people in check. He explained that Diddy had a way of making those around him feel uncomfortable, and the recent accusations only back up what many had been too afraid to admit. According to Jason, working with Diddy often felt like walking on eggshells. He recalled one incident that stayed with him. He went to Diddy's house for a business discussion, but things took a dark turn. Instead of talking about deals, the meeting ended with Diddy making a serious threat, leaving Jason shaken and fully aware of just how manipulative Diddy could be.
Justin, I don't know Christian as much as I know Justin. I've known Quincy probably 15 years. Those are really good kids. And I'm gonna call them kids even though they're grown, but they're really good people. To see them in handcuffs like that, I ain't gonna lie. And I don't know what's going on both sides, and I'm not a Diddy defender. Let me be very clear. If he did it, he should go to prison. You know, everybody that I've talked to says something about Diddy. He's evil, he's this, he's that. But that doesn't mean that you got your kids who are good kids out going to find young teenagers to bring back and have with. I don't know that to be those kids. If they find evidence that they did that, it would literally shock me because I know them and I don't know them.
But Jason didn't stop there. While he made some serious claims about Diddy, he was clear that he didn't feel the same about Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian. In fact, he went out of his way to defend them. Jason said he knows both personally and is confident they have nothing to do with the behavior being linked to them. He stressed that they're nothing like what people online are suggesting. According to him, Justin and Christian are genuinely good guys who shouldn't be caught up in this scandal just because of their father's actions.
A friend who told me years ago, like 3 years ago, we were literally having dinner in New York, and he goes, "Hey man," because he used to be a Sean John model. I'm like, "Yo, so you know, we were talking about modeling, and we used to do this thing where we would get together. He's straight, I'm gay. We would get together with a small group of us, and we would just eat and just gossip. It really is what it was." And he said, "Man, I've seen the craziest shit in this game, bro." He goes, "One time, I was chilling, and I got a call that Puff wanted me to come over." This is all allegedly. He says 3 years ago, wanted me to come over, pull up. I pulled up, and yo, he wanted me to like play with Cassie's, seeing this, and this. And he would sit there and film it, and he was playing with himself. And in my mind, you know what I said? "You're a clout chasing, lying, manipulative. Oh my God, I can't trust." I literally stopped hanging out with him.
Believe all victims.
No, I literally, no.
Not all, but.
But was he a victim?
No, he was consenting. So that's what I'm saying. Next point.
Yeah,
But-
if Puff calls me, I want you to this hot chick.
But
Okay.
this is all allegedly. But at the time when he said it, I really thought he was just crazy being a clout chaser.
That's his thing, though.
And then full circle, I had to go. I had to call him. I went back to New York for something. I pulled up on him and I said, "I'm sorry." Because
Right after that interview, Jason sat down for another with Adam and Whack 100, and things took an even more intense turn. He told a story from 3 years ago about one of his close straight male friends who also works in the industry. According to Jason, this friend had confided in him back then about being involved in one of Diddy's wild parties with Cassie. At the time, Jason didn't think much of it because the public didn't know as much about Diddy as they do now. But looking back, he realized his friend's story lined up exactly with what Cassie later claimed in court. His friend said that during the encounter, Diddy wanted him to sleep with Cassie, while Diddy sat in the corner watching and touching himself.
Recruit, Chrisean. That's what Diddy and what the girl Carisha was trying to recruit Rock. Remember that when they was heavily trying to get Rock to hang out with them? I think they was trying to recruit her. She got a lot going on. We're gonna talk about it on this podcast, and we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of all the gritty of the nitty, because it's necessary. I think them was trying to recruit her. Because remember they just had her pulling up to everything. So she about, "Do you love her?" Yeah, remember? See what I'm saying? We don't. This podcast gonna be, because y'all know the mama know everything and everybody business. So we gonna find out on this podcast. We ain't gonna talk no shit about nobody. We ain't gonna mock nobody, but we definitely gonna explore the possibilities that was going on. Because they kept calling her, remember, pull up to the birthday party. Come over here and dance on Carisha. Remember that? I feel like they was trying to recruit that baby to be in on this. That makes see what I'm saying? That's why I gotta have a podcast, because I gotta get this shit on the table. Can't nobody get it on the table but my nosy. Okay? Tasha K and she over there making up. I know we gonna get to the bottom of on this podcast. Tell me if I'm lying. Go on over there and tell me if I'm lying. I'm telling you, they was trying to recruit that baby. They said, "Let's get her away from him." That's what they was doing. We gonna put a couple pounds of that on her and have her fly. They ain't gonna never suspect her.
Damn, that would make so much sense. That's why he grabbed him and he said, "What did he say?" He said, "Do you love her, or she needs love?
All she needs is love." Now, how about that?
While Jason was revealing all this, Chrisean started trending on social media. People began revisiting her past ties to Young Miami, and the old rumors about Young Miami and Baddie's CEO, Lemuel Plummer, allegedly introducing her to Diddy for his private parties. What really sparked the buzz was a viral video of Carlissa calling out Young Miami. She claimed Miami had been trying to bring Chrisean into Diddy's circle for those wild gatherings. According to Carlissa, there was a period when Miami got unusually close to Chrisean and kept taking her out, but it didn't make sense until Diddy's name began surfacing in serious accusations. That's when it clicked for her, and she started to believe Miami was trying to bring Chrisean into Diddy's world for the same type of parties others had described. At first, many people thought Carlissa was just seeking attention by speaking on the matter. They assumed she was exaggerating or chasing clout, especially since she wasn't directly involved. But once viewers started digging deeper, they found evidence that supported her claims. One piece that stood out was a video showing Chrisean at one of Diddy's parties. In the clip, Diddy kept leaning in and kissing her face over and over. Chrisean appeared clearly uncomfortable and unsure how to react. She tried subtly leaning back to avoid it, but Diddy held her tightly, making it hard for her to move. The moment came across as forced and awkward, with many online saying it was difficult to watch. As if that wasn't enough, another video from January resurfaced. In it, Chrisean told a story about when Diddy allegedly confronted Lemuel Plummer, the executive producer of Baddies. She said Diddy invited both her and Lemuel to a private area behind his main house, a place known for its strict privacy. Phones weren't allowed, and Lemuel couldn't even bring his security team. According to Chrisean, as soon as they arrived, Diddy grabbed Lemuel by the collar and accused him of underpaying her during her time on Baddies. At first, people were puzzled. Why would Diddy care about her pay on a show he had no ties to? But when considering the rumors that he was grooming her for his private inner circle, it started to make more sense. Many now think Diddy pulled that move to earn her trust, making it seem like he was protecting her. Chrisean also said her relationship with Lemuel became strained afterward. Interestingly, Lemuel began paying her more following the incident, which only added credibility to her story.
Forget that motherfucking day, bro. So I set a price. I said 200,000. You said 100. I said 150. I'm not going underneath that. Cause what? I'm about to bring a lot to the table. That little party I went to, Diddy party. We went to the little private area behind the cause he had a house behind his house. Like he had a backyard with his backyard with a fat bed, and then it had like a miniature little whatever. And then me and Lemmy go upstairs. They tell him that he can't bring his security. He went in like a little with no security, so it's just me and Lemmy. We go up in there. Hold on. We go up in there. We go upstairs. He like, what's up, Diddy? You know, you met Chrisean. You gave her kisses on the cheek. Early on in the party or whatever. We just wanted to follow up. I'm glad that you Sean. And then he grabbed Lemmy by his neck and was like, but do you with her? Like, don't play with her. All she needs is love. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. And I didn't understand that.
Jason and Chrisean were aware of Diddy's behavior long before the public began catching on. Jason has openly shared what he's seen and heard, speaking out more than once. Chrisean, on the other hand, has mostly stayed quiet, even though she's quick to share updates about her relationship with Blueface, which, truthfully, most people aren't that interested in. Naturally, the internet had mixed opinions. One person commented that Lemuel had been underpaying Chrisean and that Diddy already knew how Lemuel operated. They believed Diddy used that situation to play the role of a protector, hoping Chrisean would see him as her savior. Another person didn't believe any of it, calling Jason Lee a liar. They pointed out that both of Diddy's sons are facing serious charges, one for assault and the other for a separate case, which, to them, proves the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They claimed Diddy is evil and that his sons are following in his path. So now the big question is, what do you think? Are Jason and Chrisean telling us everything, or is there still more they're keeping to themselves? Some believe Jason is purposely holding back details. Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you're ready for more drama, click here to check out the next video.